And I just want you to think about something today. You know, this is going to be a simple message, and I'm just going to speak from my heart, well, like I always do, but I don't have a plan coming into this live. But as the sun rises, I can't help but think today's a new beginning. Where have I been? I've been protecting my peace. I've been disconnecting. I've been focusing on my mental health, focusing on my spiritual health, my physical health, so I can be the best you for you guys. You can't be afraid to step away. A lot of us, we are afraid to step away. And we just continue the cycle of pain and hurt, and we continue the cycle of confusion and fear. We continue this cycle, and we're trying to break it. We expect God to help us break it, but we don't take a break from the situations that are robbing our peace. And so as I take in this sunrise, I can't help but think today is a new beginning. Today's a new beginning. For everybody watching this. For everybody that's not even watching this. Today's a new chance, a new opportunity. Like what happened yesterday happened. What happened tomorrow is going to happen. We can't worry about tomorrow. We can't be anxious for tomorrow has its own worries, as God tells us. But what's going to be new for you today? What's going to be new for you? What can you let go of that's been holding your life back? What do you need to free yourself from? Maybe you need to free yourself from yourself. You know, I was talking to IG a few minutes ago, and I said, you know what? Every day's a choice, and it is. We can choose love. We can choose hate. We can choose peace. We can choose stress. We can choose whatever. We have the free will to choose whatever. And you might say, Trent, well, you don't understand what's happening in my life. I don't understand what's happening in your life. And I know a lot of times it's harder to choose peace. It's harder to choose appreciation. When you're being influenced by toxic things, I get that. But at the end of the day, you still have that choice. You know, life is not about what happens to you. Life is about how you respond to what happens to you. Life is about what you choose to focus on. You can say, Trent, well, I'm missing everything in my life. Well, maybe you're missing everything because you're focused on the wrong things. Maybe you have an everything. Because I know a lot of people who have an everything that still have nothing. Because they're focused on the wrong things. I know people that have a nothing, supposedly, that the world would think that still has everything. Why? Because they're focused on the right things. So what are you focused on? How can you free yourself from the things that are draining your life? How can you free yourself from the things that are draining your life? From the things that are robbing your peace? New beginning. New beginning. Every single day is a new beginning. But we have to choose to embrace that and see that. You know, it's so crazy how we ignore our mental health. We ignore, one thing I do is protect my peace a lot. Y'all know that. I don't have to talk about it. And I disconnect often. And people ask, like, where have you been, Trent? Which I've been very active lately. But where you been? You haven't been on social media. You haven't been posting. And I tell people, well, I care about the people who support me. I do. But I knew it was some things that I had to work on in my personal life. I had to take care of my mental health. And it's nothing too deep. Don't think I'm going off the edge here. But I need to take care of my physical health. I'm in the best, I'm not going to say the best physical shape I've ever been in, but I'm in the best physical shape I've been in a long time. Mentally, best place I've been in. Spiritually, best place I've been in, because I decided to free myself and take a step back, which is very, very rare these days. Very rare, because we're so afraid to be forgotten, right? We're so afraid we're going to miss out on something. I'm willing to miss out on whatever, right? If it means that I'm going to be a better me. And that's just facts. So what is in your life that's holding you back? Right? You know, we're choosing to live, if you are doing this, to live in fear, to live in worry, to live in anxiety. We're choosing it. And you might say, well, things come up. And I get anxiety. We have anxiety attacks that, I get it. We might not choose that. But at the same time, when those things arise, we can still find a way to choose, right? Choose something else to focus on, the appreciation. That's why I start my day. You know, a lot of people start their day off in stress, right? And it's crazy because I tell people all the time, like, make time. I know you maybe can't be out here in Wyoming, but make time to sit on your porch. Make time to watch the sunrise, because a sunrise reminds you that you have a new beginning. So when I wake up stressed, I didn't want to wake up early this morning to watch the sunrise. But when I wake up stressed, I say, you know what? I'm going to get up and watch the sunrise, because the sunrise lets me know that I have a new beginning. I have a new chance at life. I have a chance that a lot of people didn't get today. A lot of people didn't wake up to see today. And that's a perspective shift. Perspective is everything. Your mindset is everything. It's everything. But some people will say, you know, I don't have time to protect my peace. I don't have time to disconnect. But we make time for the things that drain us. Isn't that ironic? We make time for the things that stress us out. We make time for the things that worry us. We make time for the things that make us feel like we're less. We make time for toxic things in our life. We make time for the things that make us feel like we're not enough. We make time for that, but we can't make time for the things that will better our life. Choice. You have a choice. Just as like this shirt says, choose love, I have a choice. I could choose hate if I wanted to, just as easily. But I decided to choose love. I decided to choose the things that puts me in the best place possibly to be the greatest me, to be the best me. Because I know me being the best me is gonna benefit those that need me to be. You know, I had a quote the other day that I wrote it yesterday on Facebook to the parents, and I said, you know what? There's so many broken parents raising broken children. So many broken parents raising broken children. And I said, don't let your mess become the foundation of your child's life. And to the parents watching this, I'm going to do a whole live over this, but I'll just talk about it now. To the parents watching this, think about that. Some kids start off life in the worst possible situation ever because of your mess, because of our mess, because of the things that we're not willing to fix and change. So as a man, for me, it's even bigger than me when I disconnect, because I want to be a better man, a better father, a better husband, a better servant. I want to be a better person. I want to fix the things that I need to fix in my life, because I don't want to give my children broken tools to try to build their future. Man, somebody tweet that to me. And a lot of us, what we're doing is we're giving broken tools, right, to our children to build our children's future. A lot of us, we're setting them up for failure because of our failures. And so when I even make time for myself, it's really always a bigger picture. I'm making time for myself to better myself, because I know a better me is going to result into better things around me. So I want you to think about that. All right, I want you to think about that today. Look at that. Man, look at that, man. Like I said, maybe I'm just a geek for nature, but that right there lights my heart up. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Huh. Look at this. They say they got bears out here, so if y'all see me like run, well, I can't outrun a bear, I don't think. I'll be watching on National Geographic. It's funny, you know, I hike a lot, so I'll be watching, like, if I'm in the ocean, I go study on the animals, and I was studying about a bear. They actually got grizzlies out here, they say, too. If I see a grizzly, I see some poop right there. I'm hoping that's from a horse. But if I see some bears, bro, I'm out of here. You wonder why I'm dressed like this? It's cold up here, too, in Wyoming. I'm in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, with a great group of guys. We're just having a brotherhood out here, some fellowship, just disconnecting. You know, it's good, man. As men, we need to get together at times and disconnect and talk. You know, that's not the popular thing to do these days. You know, as far as with men, we think we're supposed to be super strong and hold everything in, but we need an outlet. And hopefully I promote that to men, and hopefully men can be inspired just by me, by showing my, you know, emotional side and caring side, because, you know, men go through just as much as women do, or even more. But the thing about women, and women usually have an outlet. They're not afraid to talk about their emotions, and men bottle it all in. So men, get together with other men. Talk about life. Talk about what you're going through. It's healthy. Therapy is healthy. Getting it out is healthy. You know, talking about your struggles is healthy. Admitting that you need help, it's healthy. You know, I need help in so many areas of my life that I don't have the answers to. But if I fellowship with a brother that might have been through it or has been through it, they can help me. We're here to help each other. But you can't get help if you choose to ignore the fact that you need help. And that's a message for everybody. You know, we're so afraid to ask for help. We're so afraid to admit that we need help. We're so embarrassed, and we're so afraid to expose ourselves. And what I mean by that, it's not in a nasty way. What I mean by that is, you know, saying, you know what, I don't have it all together in this part, or I'm struggling in this area of my life. Like what's wrong with that? You know, we're so afraid to be judged, and I get it. We live in a judgmental world, but you got to get to a place where you're not afraid to be judged anymore. Because when you can openly admit your flaws, when you can talk about your flaws, talk about your shortcomings, talk about, you know, the battles that you struggle with, talk about these things, man, it now opens you up to receive the healing, to receive the knowledge, to receive the education, to receive the prayer in your life. But if you keep everything bottled in, those silent battles that I talk a lot about, right? What is a silent battle? A silent battle is this. It's a battle that you keep inside, that you're screaming out for help, right? But nobody hears you. Nobody hears you. It's one of these. Walking around with a smile on your face, expecting somebody to see that you need help, but you're hiding your struggle behind your smile. And so don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to say, you know what? I battle with depression at times. I battle with it. You know, even myself, we all do. I battle with depression at times. In the last few months, I've went through a lot. And it's nothing, and the crazy thing about it, my personal life is great. It's great. But physically, spiritually, you know, emotionally, I wasn't at a place where I needed to be. And I opened up and I talked to people about it. I even talked to you guys about it. I don't care about a brand. I don't care about looking the part. I don't care. What's the point of looking the part if you're falling apart? What's the point of that? What's the point of making everybody else smile when you're dying inside? I tried that before a few years ago. And I was empty. And I refused to live life like that. I don't want to not talk about what I'm going through because I want to make it seem like to everybody that I have all the answers. No. Transparency will lead to transformation. Feel that. Get that. Transparency will lead to transformation. That's in all areas of life. Be transparent. Be open. Every time I hear like some stuff moving, I'm looking back. It'd be funny if I was like doing this and just a bear popped out. Oh, man. But I love it. It's funny, man. I love nature, but I'm not a big fan of the things in nature, if that makes sense. Like, I love animals, but like, I don't love animals to the point where I'm going to go up and like walk by it, you know? Like, I'm smart, but I love nature, though. I love hiking. We're going to hike a little bit in a little while. I appreciate you, all right? I appreciate you. And, you know, when you battle this depression, and I'll do a live about this, and I'm going to talk a lot about like depression and just being open, man. Like, I feel God has called me. I mean, I've always have, I guess, but I feel like God has really called me even more to be the voice, to use my platform for people, because I want to let you know you're not alone. You know, and if I can be the inspiration to you to say like, dang, Trent goes through this too, you know, just to make you feel like you're not alone, just to let you know, make you feel, just to let you know you're not alone, because you're not alone. You know, there's so many people. I feel like we all have a form of depression, like everybody. You know, and I don't know if it's the social media era that's even rising it, because we're teaching ourselves how to compare our lives every single moment, and teaching ourselves to that we're not enough, and programming ourselves to feel like we're not enough because we're comparing our lives to everybody at every single moment. Every time we pick up our phone, even if you don't consciously know it, subconsciously, this is what we're battling and going through. But, you know, it's all about changing your focus. That's what I said. That's why I do things like this. That's why I got into hiking. That's why I got into, where do you think protect your peace came from? You know? So I had to get out because how I was feeling inside and here. I had to free myself from those thoughts. And I realized that, man, just as easy as I can choose the negative, I can choose the positive. Just as easy as I can focus on the enemy, I can focus on God. Just as easy as I can focus on the things I don't have, I can focus on everything I do have. Just as easy as I can focus on my regrets, I can focus on my blessings. And I realize life is a choice, and I understand. I know I say I understand a lot, but I want you to get it. Like, I'm not on here talking like it's just easy. Like, I understand it's hard, you know, to choose certain things sometimes. And sometimes you're going to choose the negative. Like, it's life. We're humans. But I just want you to understand that you can choose what you focus on. You know, make mental health, spiritual health, physical health, make that the most important things in your life. I challenge you to take your life to another level in those levels of your life. You know, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. You know, and everybody just tells you like to get over it and everything like that. But that's the thing. The people that are telling you to get over it, they're going through their battles too. We all go through our battles. There's not a soul that walks this earth that doesn't go through their battles. And that's what freed me to start talking about certain things, because I understood that the people judging me, they just hide their struggle well. They go through certain things too. They have doubts too. They have fears too. They have anxiety too, even if they don't even know it. For so many years, I didn't even know I had anxiety issues, but because I didn't know what it was. But then I was like, dang, I do kind of have these issues a little bit. So how can I fix it, right? Good morning, guys. We're not alone. We're together. That's what I'm saying. I wish, you know, that's what I want to, you know, if I can promote anything, man, that's my heart, right? That's my heart. I want to let people know that we're I get asked this question a lot. Trent, if you had a magic wand and you could do anything, like, what would it be? And I told people, and I told interviewers, they ask me this all the time, and I say, you know, if I had a magic wand, whatever, I would literally take away judgment out this world from humans, from us. And I would create a world where we loved each other, where people could open up and talk about the most embarrassing things they might deal with, the most shameful things they might deal with, the most hurtful things they might deal with, and release that without the fear of being judged by somebody else. Because too many people, man, are holding things in. When you hold things in for too long, you explode, man. So I just want to tell everybody going out there through a battle, you're not alone. Your life isn't over. There's more to your life. And every day's a new beginning. All right? And there goes my friend Brendan Brouchard. Y'all know Brendan? I don't know if y'all know Brendan, but he's out here running. I just seen him. He's probably coming to my spot. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Love you guys, man. And remember, keep moving forward and choose wisely, right? Every day's a choice. Every day you have perspective. Think about that. Think about that. You know, being vulnerable is a scary place to be, right? I feel that. Being vulnerable is a scary place to be, you know, because it's, I said in my latest spoken word, if you haven't seen Loyalty is Rare, check it out, share it. I know a lot of you have probably seen it, but I said it, actually, I didn't say it in this version. It's in another version, but I said, how did I say it? I said, your private conversations become public information, you know, and they'll use that against you with no hesitation. And we're so afraid because, right, these private, but that's what we have to get over. We got to say, all right, cool. Tell the world. All right, cool. I'm good with it. I'm not ashamed that I'm being open. Being open is a strength. Admitting that you have flaws and all these things and, you know, whatever is a strength. Owning that is a strength. Owning it is a strength. Owning it is a strength. And the greatest weakness is somebody using that against you. That lets you know that's a person that's weak. That's to let you know that's a person that hasn't learned how to open up themselves that will use that against you. So I want you guys, okay, today, to, even if it's a stranger, even if it's me, you know, some of you are writing it right here and it's beautiful. But I want you to find someone or something where you can open up. Maybe it's a small group. Maybe it's a stranger. I don't know. Like, I've done that before for real. Like, I've really had conversations with a person I didn't know. They didn't know me. And sitting down at a Starbucks or whatever. I've had it a few times in my life and just talked. Gym, and just talked. They knew who I was. I didn't know who they was. But I want you to find a support group, a place where you can open up and have conversation about your life, because this is 2018. It's too late to sit here and be struggling alone. It's not too late. It's a shame to be struggling alone. You don't have to anymore. And that's what I try to provide for you guys through my voice. I can't talk to everybody, you know. I'm one person, but that's what I try to provide to you guys with the messaging is like, hey, man, like, I'm with you. I get you. All right? So I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go for a jog. About to go run. About to go fellowship with my brothers out here. Talk about different things. Be exposed to so many things that I'm going through as far as, you know, just questions that I have. I wouldn't say going through, you know, yeah, we all go through things, but it's nothing. I don't want you guys to think it's something super major where I'm having a breakdown, nothing like that. But it's certain things that I want to be better at. You know, there's certain things that, you know, I struggle with, you know, whether it be, you know, even worry at times. You know, we all struggle with worry. Like, man, like, okay, the future. And so we focus so much on the future, but God tells us don't be anxious about tomorrow because tomorrow has its own worries. Let's focus on the now, right? So, I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but hopefully this inspired you guys a little bit, brought some, I don't know, some clarity to you, some peace to you, something to you. And I thank you guys for supporting me, and I thank you guys for the community that we have. All right? And follow me on Instagram, message me, inbox me, let me know what you got from today. Inspire me to keep coming live. And yeah, have a beautiful day, all right? It all starts with you. Actually, you know what? Before we leave, I want to say a quick prayer for you guys. God, thank you for waking us up today. Thank you for this beautiful sunrise. Excuse me, Lord. Thank you for the sunset that you're going to bring to our lives at the end of the day, because the sunrise reminds us that we have a new beginning. A sunset reminds us that we made it through a new day. I pray that you flood all our lives with peace, with joy. You know, maybe not understanding all the time. Maybe we don't understand what we're going through, but just give us the understanding that we will conquer, we will grow through what is going through in our life. I pray that you give us the strength to be vulnerable. You give us the strength to open up. You give us the strength to free ourselves from the things that are toxic from our lives, the things that keep us from your peace, the things that keep us from your love, the things that keep us from being the people that you created us to be. I pray that you remove every tear, or if you bring those tears are tears of happiness, tears of joy, that pain is being released, that sadness is being released from their life. And let them know that there's no weakness in being weak. There's no weakness in admitting that you need help. There's no weakness, because you tell us in your scripture, Lord, that your strength is perfected in our weakness. Your strength is perfected in our weakness. I pray that your strength is perfected to every weakness that all of us on this live are embodying in our lives, Lord. I just pray that you make today the best day that they had in a long time. You bring that smile to their heart. You bring that smile to their face. And you just show and shower down your love on everybody in this world's life. God, we love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. We're unworthy of your love, but you still love us anyway. And for that, we forever be grateful, forever in debt to you. Amen. Amen, y'all. Amen. You guys have a wonderful day, all right? Let's get it.